Yeah.
What do we get to do today?
Ready?
Let's do it. We're leaving.
Hi, we're Josh and Tamara, and this is our 46-foot Hunter sailboat, Honu time. Join us every Friday as we learn to navigate these new waters and refit, renovate, and restore our new home. Thanks for all your support along the way. So we've run into yet another issue when it comes to our sanitation station. We found out that our macerator is...
It's leaking.
It's leaking. It's not conked out, but it's leaking and cracked, and so we have to replace it. So that's where this kind of started, was that. And then our electroscan system it's reached it's leaking. It's reached its date. It's cracked around the heads and needs to be replaced. So we ordered that, and that's kind of where today is at. It's fixing the sanitation station.
And the hot water tank.
And oh right, and our hot water tank was leaking.
Oh, we were both dry heaving. It wasn't that bad. It was only a bit of material that came out of there. Oh, it smells pretty gross.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. But I want to get this done as quick as I can and get the other one out. So I'm going to dump as much of that into the bucket as I can before I do the low one.
You're going to lift the thing up and dump it?
Yeah, I got to lift it up, pour it into there, and then I'll run it out to the toilet and dump it.
Okay.
So.
Round two, let's get some, we got our absorbent pads to put around the floor, so we've got no drippy drippies going anywhere, and
rubber gloves
hoping
going.
for the best.
Yeah, on everything, just about right. A few more to do still. Then I got to set up the control unit and the saltwater feed. We got some stuff to work on there down the road, but
yeah,
I think we'll be back to where we were, at least back to a better status quo.
Yes.
Yep.
But look at that nice new machine, no rust, no corrosion.
No leaks.
7. Woo! 31 amps, baby, you did it! You did it! This has been a job and a half, but you know what? This whole area is now done and complete, and we can totally mark it off the list.
No smells or nothing now.
It's awesome.
Good day. Plumbing day 2. Yesterday was a big day. We redid the whole sanitation setup in the forward head, replaced macerator hoses, the whole electric scan system, and it's working perfectly, which is great. We're super excited about that. There's no smells, nothing. It's nice and clean. And Tamara started ripping this apart yesterday, and it was a huge job, just the way it was built in. But underneath these seats, or actually kind of right where the armrest is, halfway, is our hot water tank. So we got a new one here. Before we get too far into this, I gotta just double check the dimensions of the new one and the old one and make sure it's gonna fit. And then we have to gut the rest of this, move everything out of the way, and start replacing it. So
this is ridiculous. We're trying to take out the little seating area here because we have to change our hot water tank, and we're trying to figure out how to get it out. It seems like it's pulling out all in one unit, but we had to find the one screw that was holding it all together, which is behind the monitor for our solar panel and our engine gauge information stuff and blah blah blah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is super crazy. Super crazy. That screw is not going back in again. I can tell you that much right now.
There she is. Well, that didn't take too long. Tamara disassembled most of that yesterday, and there's about 800 screws we have to figure out to put back in to get this cabinet back. The cabinetry and then the bench seats, or the 2 captain's chairs back in. But it's exposed, and now I can start disassembling everything with this. I got wiring and plumbing, and we got these 2 hoses that actually run back to the engine. So when we're under power, we can heat the hot water. So it's all regular press in PEX stuff. Hopefully everything's not rotted out and it comes apart easily. But I'm gonna dump that sucker and start disassembling it. I got the old tank removed, and by tank I mean like it was heavy, like a tank. Anyway, it's removed, all cleaned up. Voila! I give you hot water.
It's in, it's working, it's heating?
It's heating.
Awesome.
It's like it never happened. This is one of those jobs that don't have the satisfaction where you can look at it every day and go, oh, that was 500 bucks well spent. That's beautiful. And it's all installed. And it's making hot water already. And you can't even tell it ever even happened. Sweet, right?
But we're super happy.
We're super sweaty.
Yes.
Okay, let's go get rid of the old one now.
What a difference. Oh, that looks nice. So we got it all shined up, fresh teak oil on it, brand new knobber, and now we're moving on to the whole thing. So it's gonna have that whole one done, all of these guys down here, and then the one behind me there, and then that'll be the kitchen. So yesterday I've got finished all of the panels. So they're obviously not going in that direction, but I got finished all of the panels, and now it's time to put the straps on so that we can get them all mounted up on the wall and see what they look like. So it's a whole lot of small cutting and tiny sewing today, but it should be done hopefully within a couple hours, fingers crossed. And they're finally up. Oh my goodness, this was, I think, one of the hardest projects. My fingers are hurting so bad from hand stitching all of the top little rungs and whatnot, but it looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they look awesome.
So today's a pretty big day. It's the first day that we're actually going up the mast. We have to change out a light and tighten our radar dome. So unfortunately our top climber, we don't have everything that we need to make that happen. So one of our wonderful boat neighbors let us borrow their bosun chair, and I'm going to winch Josh all the way, well, at least to the first set of spreaders.
We'll see. If it's going good, we'll go to the top and get it done.
Yeah.
It needs to happen.
How you feeling about this?
Yeah, pretty good, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah. Make sure I got everything I need in here. First spreader. Whew. This is high here. Hell of a view from here though. Hi down there.
Hi, baby.
Look at that, and I'm not even near the top yet. That's crazy. It's a long way up from here.
It is a long way.
This is crazy here. Anyway, great view. Very panoramic. I got some work to do. I'm changing this light. This shoots down onto our deck. We got a bright red LEDs going in there. And then our these bolts are loose for our radar dome, so I got to tighten that up. Back on deck. Got the jobs we needed done. We still didn't make it to the top of the mast, so we're gonna switch now. Cause you like heights more than I do.
I do. Yeah.
But I wanted to inspect that first spot, get the light fixed, which we did. So now we have a bright red LED deck light, and then tighten up our radar dome. So I feel comfortable with all that. I think our setup's super safe. It's just more me not liking it.
And it worked really good.
It did. And then we used the climber, the top climber, as the redundancy for the second halyard, so that if this one had an issue, that one would grab and you'd still be able to let yourself down. So pretty good.
Not bad.
Use of two systems, it worked out great. So now let's trade it up.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Well, I did it. I'm at the top of the mast. I had to get down an antenna line that was running through here. So it was tied up onto, let me get you around here. It was tied up onto that shackle bolt right there. But everything looks good up here. Everything's in good shape. Not too shabby. The view up here is awesome. This is what it's like to be on top of the world. now I'm ready to go down. It's been a scary little thing. There's a lot of obstacles to get around here, and for some reason this roller keeps slipping off its rope, so we got to figure out what's going on with that there. All right, let's go down. That was exciting.
Good job.
I'm shaking. That's high. It's going to be exciting to see how tall our mast is now. But yeah, I've got a lot of adrenaline pumping through me right now. That was pretty stressful. And there was a boat that was coming through going really fast. So the whole mast was doing, well, the whole boat was doing this. So I was rocking up top there.
Up top is a lot more accentuated.
Yeah.
Good job though.
It's a big day today. We finally got our decals back from Alpha Graphics, and they're all right here, and we are naming our boat today. So it's pretty exciting. They turned out absolutely amazing. The big graphic in the front is huge, and that's going to be a bit difficult to put on. We're doing this all by the dinghy, which is going to be, you know, as fun as it was to wax the boat by the dinghy. But Josh is just getting ready to put our hailing port on the back. So we're just kind of cleaning off our wicked waxing job that we've done a million times on the boat now, so that we can get the vinyl to stick.
Beauty. Those colors are popping. It looks great.
It does look good.
Bubbles.
You got bubbles?
No bubbles.
Awesome.
My favorite seed.
He's like a pro at this or something. Let's see how we do on big letters.
Yeah, that looks fantastic.
That looks awesome.
Yep.
Check this baby out. Oh my God, it is just perfect.
It looks wicked.
Yeah.
I love it. Good design.
Awesome.
So good.
Woo! Only 4 more to go.
Yeah.
Pretty good at doing everything from our dinghy. We had to do the last 3 decals from the dinghy, but check that sea turtle out. Isn't that just awesome? So we're just going to put a quick polish over it because we had to use acetone to prepare the surface. And now it's time to make everything shiny and beautiful again. But oh my God, they turned out so good.
You have a little speech.
This is our folks. This is our neighbors.
Hi, folks.
This is Blaze and Pam.
Hi.
We good?
Now I'll see you forever.
Alright,
And here's Brian. You can come over.
I'm good.
You good?
I got a great view.
He's got
Okay.
a good seat right
Okay.
there.
All right, we're gonna get this going. You ready?
I'm ready.
Can you see her right there?
Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, this is gonna be good.
All right. Okay, almighty great ruler of the seas and ocean, to whom all ships, can't see that, who venture upon your vast domain are required to pay homage, implore you in your gracious and expunge for all time from your records the recollection of the name Count's Quarters, which has ceased to be an entity in your kingdom. As proof thereof, we submit this ingot bearing her name to be crept through your powers and forever be purged from the sea.
So I cast it.
Cast it.
So long, Count's Quarters. Almighty and great ruler of the seas and oceans, to whom all ships and who we venture upon your vast domain are required to pay homage, I implore you in your graciousness to take unto your records and recollection this worthy vessel hereafter and for all time known as Honu time, guarding her with your mighty arm and trident and ensuring her safe, rapid passage throughout her journeys within your realm. In appreciation of your munificence, dispensation, and honor of your greatness, we offer these libations to your majesty and your court. And that's it.
And now, what time is it?
Honu time.
Good
job.
Cheers, you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, you guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
That's the last job to complete.
We did it. Now we can leave.
Morning. We have a diver here cleaning the bottom of the boat right now. Kind of our last little thing, that project before we actually take off. So what do we get to do today?
Ready?
We do it. That's it. Of course, the list is never complete, but we're done. After, what are we, almost 9 weeks?
Yeah.
We get to change it to the new to-do list. To-do. We're leaving.
Yay!
This dock,
It's time to get this boat off of the dock and see what she can do.
it's a documinium.
Yeah.
Not for long.
Yeah,
We're done.
we're done.
We're leaving.
Yeah.
We're heading north.
So we've spent the last 2 weeks going over tons of charts and data and planning our route. Our new neighbor next door to us, well, not new anymore, but he was a couple weeks ago, told us about Aquamaps, and that was a new one that we had never heard of before.
We've spent so much time studying avionics and
Yeah,
everything else.
yeah,
Every
exactly.
other app, but not that one, which is funny. It baited us, but we downloaded Bob's tracks onto it.
Yeah,
Discussed with multiple other people. It's a really good setup.
yeah.
So we're gonna have that as our redundant system up at the helm. Probably our main system, actually. Really. And then we picked weather windows and options.
Yes.
We got options, and we're gonna plan out 3 days at a time, watching weather, making decisions on the route we'll take. Whether it's slipping outside or sticking to the ICW, both have advantages.
Yep.
But it's also a trip we want to do. We want to go up the ICW because it's unique, right?
Yeah, there's so much to see, so many towns and just places to visit. So there's a couple of spots, a couple of cuts that we're really nervous about because we do have a 6.5 foot keel, and so it gets really shallow in some places. So we're a bit nervous about that, as well as some of the bridges. We're about 64 feet. That's giving a little bit of room.
Yeah.
And most bridges are 65 max. They're like 64 max, and you can squeak 65 into it. So there's a little bit of stress involved here, but you know what? It's an adventure, and it's time to check it out.
Yep. It's getting busy out there. Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
We gotta go. We got stuff to do.
Just wait, I just turned it on. Nothing. So we were all set and ready to go, had everything done, our list was finished, and went to fire on the motor to warm it up before everybody got here to help us throw the lines off, and off we went. And then I thought, oh, this would be so perfect to do a little quick bam, bam, bam time lapse sort of what it takes to get ready. So I turned the key off on the motor real quick because I wanted to restart it again. And now we are going nowhere because our starter is kaputski. So we now have to take the entire doghouse and kitchen apart and find out what's going on with the starter.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's better here than out there. But if we got a corroded wire to the starter or whatever, it's just more a pain in the ass to get to. But I'd rather deal with it here, and it's the only thing I haven't touched.
Right.
So it's got to be.
So there's that.
Anyway.
Anyways, and like we've been told by like 3 people now today, you can't sail on a schedule. So lesson learned right up front. You get out when you get out, and you do the best that you can. So starter time.
We have ignition. I hate when people bypass things to make them work. This has had someone's gone in and changed the solenoid, probably on the starter that didn't work, to a external solenoid and wired past it. And it took a little bit of figuring out, but I figured it out. But I need to clean up some terminals and fix those. It works.
How crazy.
So I just get this back together. You all ready?
Awesome. Kenzie, did you bring your phone with you? Can you take a picture as we leave out? Thank you.
Are you guys ready?
I think all we need is this.
I think
Straight
so
ahead?
too, yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? Right here? You got it. There we go.
Claire.
Okay.
Up there. Later, dude.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon on board. Oh, baby.
Get at it.
Here we go.
You guys.
Oh, this is awesome.
Ladies Island Marina. Ladies Island Marina. This is SV Honu time. Copy. Is this Tom?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. We are off and running. We're pretty excited. Sorry we didn't catch you at the end.
They get pictures of you?
They did, yes, sir. Thanks again so much. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, buddy. Take a picture of yourself with that hat and send it to us, all right? Do a selfie.
You'll get one in 5 minutes.
Love it.
Over. Woo! We are off, babe.
Here we go.
Here we go. We're in 13 feet of water right now. We're doing 5 knots over ground. About 1,500 RPM.
How you feeling, Captain?
Feel pretty nervous. It's a big boat. Oh my god. You know what? But I'm feeling good. I feel pretty ready. We're doing this, babe.
Yeah, we are.
Congratulations. You officially have been in your boat now, other than on the dock.
Oh my god, it's so crazy. It's moving. It's awesome. A couple of hiccups today, but we are on our way. We're gonna make it to Monkey Island in plenty of time. And to do our first anchorage, we're super stoked about it.
After almost 9 weeks of us working tirelessly to complete all the jobs on this boat to keep it safe and keep us safe on her, we finally got to leave the dock in Beaufort, South Carolina and head north to Virginia for the hurricane season. Stay tuned because the adventure's just starting.